chills. My jewelry code is chills. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National. All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was homeless, sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left on a run.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game. Excitement, well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Murray now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! DJ Chark, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So the they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Taylor now returning it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field ahead as the AFC takes over, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Everybody, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 40 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Murray. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Murray. Buying time to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Murray. He's to the 10. Open man, Butler complete. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Murray going to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. From 6 yards away. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 89 yards. And the AFC strikes quickly there for 6. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
That one complete to Hill. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Murray now on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, Myles Garrett, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing now is Murray. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 52 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on second down. Jackson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Murray now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown NFC. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the AFC set to go now.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Murray now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. This is Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Now, how about that play right there? Party, remember I told you about the home run hitter theory that someone told me years ago?
What's that?
Meaning a guy who hits home runs in the major leagues, go back and trace what he did all the way growing up, probably hit home runs at every level. That's just who he is. Well, this guy sacked people all during the regular season. Why wouldn't he do the same thing here at the Pro Bowl?
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on third down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On second down, it's Hunt, and he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the AFC has retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left, and he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Murray now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
On first and 10, here's Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Murray. Open man right side is Ingram. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 28.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Ezekiel Elliott. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the NFC has once again taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught.
as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the AFC. 58 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. First down, Murray. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray, being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Check 55.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Marquise Brown, 78 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
But I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving in past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Murray gets this one to Isabella. A game there of 30 big ones. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Jackson to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Just like that. Just like that. Mike, go.
Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. DK Metcalf in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say them. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the fourth quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that
this is taken in. It's complete. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40. Throwing now is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for two to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles? Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. Murray. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The AFC are the winners as we say so long from the Pro Bowl.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield.